Hello, everyone. Sorry for the huge delay on all of this. I know I've been mainly doing stuff on a weekly basis, and now it's been, I think, 3 weeks since I released anything. Part of the issue was that I had a video that I was making, and unfortunately, it went through an issue where it got corrupted somehow in terms of the audio for it, which caused huge problems, and I tried to recover it, but was unsuccessful in doing so. I don't like the fact that I haven't posted anything because of that in a while. So, and I also don't like the fact that I haven't been doing anything on a weekly basis like I've been trying to do and make that a reality. So, in order to make up for that, I will be posting more videos in order to get us caught up to where I should be in terms of back to a weekly setting for what's going on there. You should expect those to be coming out on Sundays, is the game plan for the time being and whatnot. That gives me some extra time to work on it instead of doing it on Saturdays because I have Saturdays off to make sure if there's any issues that I can at least do something on it rather than waiting for the next one to come out. So, unfortunately, the last one I did is completely gone. So I've decided to take the opportunity to make a better variant of what I was going to be doing. Last time we were talking about Isis in Germania with Tacitus and all of that, and trying to determine who this goddess could have been for the Germanic people, specifically for the Suevi. Um, I had proposed some ideas at the very end of that for who the goddess could have been as potential question marks that we could look into. And I was going to make it so that we kind of go into all of them at once. I think that's a disservice. I think that I should just focus on doing a small series on each one of the goddesses and then proposing my own theory uh, that's there as well. And making it so that way we go in that direction instead with it. So instead of having where I try to do five goddesses plus my own theory for what's going on there as I'd done last time, which would have been a very long video, maybe even longer than the Isis and Germania one, which was an hour-ish. Um, that I figured I would do one on Idunn, one on the Helenia, one on Freya, etc., for what's going on there, and then showcase some parts that are obviously in alignment and parts that aren't in alignment, giving you my final analysis of what I believe to be the actual truth behind it and whatnot. And of course, also showcasing how this is directly related to the Grail stuff rather than indirectly related like it has been so far. Probably wondering why I've been going all these different directions for what's happening there. All of the stuff that I cover, regardless if it seems like it's there or not, is in some form or another related to the understanding of the Grail sciences, as I call them, and whatnot, that our ancient uh, path has shown us and whatnot in various different groups of people from around the world who have all uh, helped contribute to our understanding of the Grail. People think that it's only, say, a Celtic mystery tradition, if you will, or maybe that mixed with Christianity or whatever. But there's so many more other layers to all of this that are going to go on there with it. I kind of briefly touched on that on like you've been lied to about the Grail video for what's going on there that I posted and whatnot. So that's the game plan for what's happening. Today's just an update to make it so that way you can all understand what's going on, what the game plan is in terms of how to move forward. And I'll be focusing on Idunn next time for who I'll be speaking about, and we'll be talking about her and looking at her in terms of her general attributes and whatnot. Just keep in mind that all the videos that I'm doing on these goddesses that I'm talking about from ancient Nordic and Germanic peoples, they are just introductory. They're not the full picture on all of them in any way, shape, or form, because I want to keep them smaller and shorter videos for you instead of the longer ones that I've been doing recently. I think it's easier to digest. I think more people will watch them, and I think or listen to it if you're listening on the podcast. Uh, and I think it'll be better overall for what's going on there with it. But we'll have to wait and see how that is. Yeah. Anyway, this is just a brief update. Thank you for your time, and I plan on having another video out in the next 2 or 3 days for what's going on there on Idunn would be the general game plan.